Good day, mateys. I am the Asian Pirate. Today, we take a look at the nutritional breakdown for the Impossible Whopper, and we decide if it is truly healthier for you than the regular one. Tash pa, tash pe. Welcome back, mateys. I am the Asian Pirate. Kapla! Today, we're going to take a look at the Impossible Whopper. As many of you know, this week, Burger King released the Impossible Whopper nationwide. Supposedly for a limited time through September, there's been a lot of calls by Burger King customers to make this a permanent menu item. My brother is a manager of a local Burger King, and on opening day we had a discussion, and he was trying to tell me that the Impossible Whopper really had the same amount of fat as a regular Whopper, and that got me curious as to whether the Impossible Whopper truly is healthier for you. So I went to the Burger King website, and I will post some screenshots here as we go, and I will show you the breakdown and tell you which burger wins each category. Okay? So I'm going to go item by item on the list here, and we will see. The original Whopper comes in at 660 calories, whereas the Impossible Whopper comes in at 630 calories and is the winner of the calorie category. Next up, we're looking at total fat, and the Whopper has a total fat of 40 grams, and the Impossible Whopper has 34 grams for the win. On the saturated fat column, the Whopper has 12 grams, whereas the Impossible Whopper has 11 grams, once again winning that category. In the area of trans fat, the original Whopper has 1.5 grams of trans fat, whereas the Impossible Whopper comes in as a winner with 0 grams of trans fat. And this is the big one, folks. On the cholesterol column, the original Whopper has 90 milligrams of cholesterol, whereas the Impossible Whopper only has 10 milligrams. And that is the big winner. And the big takeaway on this, folks, is that the original Whopper has 8 times more cholesterol in it than the Impossible Whopper. Alright, so we go on to sodium. And on the sodium counts, the original Whopper actually comes away with a win on this column with 980 milligrams of sodium versus the 1,080 milligrams that comes in the Impossible Whopper. So if you are a high blood pressure person and you're on a low salt diet, definitely the Impossible Whopper is the worst choice for you. In the in the carbs category, the original Whopper comes in at 49 grams, and the Impossible Whopper has 58 grams. And I imagine this is because the main ingredients in the Impossible patty is soy and potato starch. So obviously the Whopper comes in as the winner for the carbs category. On the fiber category, the original Whopper has 2 grams, whereas the Impossible Whopper has 4 grams of fiber. So the Impossible Whopper I'll give them the win on the fiber category. If you know anything about the keto diet, you know that in order to calculate your net carbs, you have to subtract your fiber from your carb count, and that gives you your net carbs. So you get 4 grams off of those 58 grams of carbs. It's still nowhere near as good as the Whopper, but there you have it. The next category we're going to look at is sugar. The original Whopper has 11 grams of sugar for the win. The Impossible Whopper has 12 grams. And the Whopper also wins on the protein category with 28 grams versus the 25 grams you get in the Impossible Whopper. And the only real benefit for protein is obviously the higher amounts of protein that you get in your diet, the longer you're going to be satisfied and feel full. So protein is going to give you more energy and make you feel fuller longer. So that is the breakdown of the two burgers. Clearly, you have to look at what your dietary requirements are. If you're a hypertensive person, the Impossible Whopper is not going to be for you. Also, if you're on a low carb, or if you're trying to watch your carbs, the Impossible Whopper is definitely not the choice for you either. But if you have a problem with your cholesterol or your triglyceride counts or anything in the fat category, you're definitely going to win out on the Impossible Whopper versus the regular Whopper. And I'll take a picture of the worksheet. My handwriting is a little sloppy, so I apologize. But I will post a picture of this worksheet that I wrote up so that you can see my numbers and you can see where everything stands. And of course, I'm also going to put a link in the description for Burger King's pages on the nutritional facts for these burgers. Keep in mind, too, that the Impossible Whopper is really not considered a vegan product for a couple of different reasons. Number one, the big one is that they cook it on the same broiler that they cook the beef and chicken. So in order for you to avoid that, you're going to have to ask them not to cook it through the broiler, which means they'll have to put it in their oven. I don't know what that does for cook time. And obviously, if you're trying to go vegan, you cannot have mayonnaise or cheese on that sandwich because that completely defeats that purpose as well. So you'd definitely have to go without cheese and no mayonnaise in order to, get it as close to vegan as possible. So what do you think? Is the Impossible Whopper a good choice? Or do you want to just stick with a regular beef patty in the original Whopper? Have you tried the Impossible Whopper? What did you think about it? Put it all in the comments below. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to receive future notifications. And please give this video a thumbs up so others can find it. I am the Asian Pirate. Live long and prosper.